Oke, bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah. Welcome everyone to our video. This is your host Rafa Disa and my other friends Nazhif, Abdel, and Aziz. Hello.
Halo,
Halo.
halo.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. For for today, we're gonna share our experience while backpacker from our first country to the end, which is now we're in Vietnam. Okay, I'm gonna start with myself. Where I'm gonna start telling our story from Malaysia to Morocco. Okay. Well, before departing from Indonesia, we gather we gather at the Soekarno Hatta Airport. There, we wait for our plane and also saying goodbye to our parents before we depart from Indonesia. And after the farewell, we board the plane and having a 2 hour flight from Indonesia to Kuala Lumpur. To be honest, from my personal experience is that uh, that that board flight was my actually first flight for a very very long time. So the moment the plane take off from the airport, I suddenly uh, feels felt some kind of motion sickness that I almost threw up in the airplane. But luckily, I didn't throw up, so that's a good news. Waiting at the airplane for about 2 hours before arriving at the Kuala Lumpur International Airport, we stopped. We stopped by and we stopped by. Then we will ride a bus before eventually taking a short stop at some local restaurant that was operated by some Indians. I still remember. Before and after that, we board the bus again and arrive at our first ever mm, first ever house in Kuala Lumpur. Actually, there's two houses that we use for our temporary living. I'm actually in the first house, while the second one more is more near some local mall. Gotta be honest. The house was incredibly comfortable. Like literally, that house is a two floor house with some of the best features, furnitures I ever had an experience. In the first few days in Kuala Lumpur, we did we did some exploration around Kuala Lumpur until eventually we stopped by at the famous icon of Malaysia Kuala Lumpur, which is the K- KLCC, or should I say the Malaysian Twin Tower. We stopped by, took some pictures, and having a blast there. Before then, when the fun is over, when the days of fun is over, we start our first ever KBM, or our class, or our school class in Malaysia. It was our first experience studying in summer country, but it was I feel very great about it. And also the Wi-Fi there is very speedy as well. Like holy 500 megabits per second. What the hell is that? Yeah, the internet is no problem there. So for our IT class, it should be very fine. One thing I did I did like in our homestays that not far from our homestay, there's a there's a night market uh place near a local mall. We did uh we we did visit visit the place multiple times because it was around 3 kilometers. You can get there by using the local bus, which only costs around like 1 to 2 ringgit. Oh yeah, the currency exchange in the country, 1 ringgit. I think it's for 4,000 rupiah. So yeah, I think it's still not that very cheap, but it is still decent than a dollar. We spent our 3 weeks in uh in in Malaysia before eventually we preparing ourselves for our next destination, which is Egypt. Mov- Moving on to Egypt, before on going into Egypt, we came back again to the Kuala Lumpur International Airport, waiting in the airport from I think it's around 9 p.m. into 6 a.m. So yeah, some of us did did sleep and some of them not, including me. I still remember. Oh yeah, and also the qualify is good, so I think that's why. When the sun rises around 6 to 7 a.m. in the morning, uh, we pack, we prepare ourselves for 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 our for our boarding flight, which is not that uh very long to wait. Eventually, eventually we boarded the plane and flew our way to Egypt. I forgot how many hours it took to get to Egypt. I think it's around 4 to 5. Yeah, around that. Arriving to Egypt, the atmosphere there is very different. Of course, for a Middle East country. In the moment, uh, I, the moment I or my friends get up from the airport building, oh damn, it was very hot. Well, that's the thing about Middle East countries. Uh, and then and then for our transportation to the homestay, homestay, we actually get there by using a van, not a bus. Multiple vans, or should I say so. There's also someone who's who got sent to us to for guiding us to our homestays. In total, there's 3 homestays in Egypt, and three of those homestays are located near each other. So it's very easy to con to visit our friends in a different homestay. After arriving at the homestay, there's a little bit of issues in my personal experience. There's an issue with the security there, where where he didn't allow many visitors to the homestay. So for the temporary solution, I was forced to follow my other friends to the other homestay, which I which should have been into first homestay, but well because of the dog shit security, yeah, I was forced to arriving uh, finally arriving at the temporary homestay for me there was literally no Wi-Fi, no Wi-Fi. So spending a few days in the homestay, I'm doing absolutely nothing and don't know what to do. until until I finally got the chance to move to the previous homestay that I should have been there before. Yeah, even though I switch homestays, still the internet wasn't the best. Like literally the opposite from what he had in Malaysia. So we are forced to use our mobile hotspot from each of our handphones group. Yeah, it wasn't a great idea. So but one thing I do like about that country is that how cheap it is to get my favorite food in there, which is falafel. Basically a s- imagine some kind of Middle East bread filled with French fries, which is one of my favorite snacks until now. And oh boy, it was cheap and delicious. I actually forgot about a little bit forgot about the currency, but one thing for sure, it was their currency is actually cheap, including their economy. And until we departed from Egypt, I actually still had some Egypt currency left in my wallet. But yeah, still still was it is wasn't the best experience we had, but I still enjoy it. Enjoy it. We even we I think we even visited a lot of places in Egypt, like a pyramid museum, a I think it's some campus university, and much else. We spent around 3 weeks in Egypt, just like in Malaysia, I think so. Then we moving on to Morocco, which is a country located in North Africa, supposedly. We came back to the airport, waiting from night to the morning. Yes, I still remember that. We did we did sleep at the airport because of our boarding flight, but but since we done it for the first time, it wasn't clearly issue for me at all, and also for my friends. Only a slight energy loss. Mm. Then we board a flight from Egypt to Morocco. I think it's around 5 hours flight because we got served because in the airplane we got served with some food. I still remember that. Mm. It was decent a decent food that they offer. I forgot what it is because it's a long time ago. I did not remember correctly. Arriving at the at the Morocco airport, I didn't quite remember of how that goes on. But one thing for sure, we arrived at our homestay in Morocco by using a bus. And before and before arriving at the homestay, we did we did we did see a quite stunning view of Morocco's beach. It I did took some pictures of it and videos. It is it is truly an amazing view. But sadly, just like in Egypt, our homestay uh in Morocco is not quite good, but there is some upgrades from before. Which the only downside I don't like of our homestay that our homestay in Morocco is that we only rent two homestay, but the problem is two of them are not that complete, not that big, like, like literally not that big. It is not uh the place. The size of our homestay is not that big, but it's filled with three groups per homestay. Very full, if you ask me. But still use it for our everyday life in Morocco. Yeah, but hey, the Wi-Fi is there is decent. Finally, finally. mm, what else? Oh yeah, we also still spend around 3 weeks in Morocco, and funny enough, the language they use in Morocco I think it's actually two languages. I think it's Arabian and French. Yeah, I think some of them do speak French. Most of them speak French. I think that's about it. I think that's about it for me to say. Moving on to our next country. Who is it?
Okay, thank you
Okay,
for now, for
thank
Rafa.
you, Rafa. Okay,
Okay, for our next next one is uh what is it again? I forgot. Oh, I think okay. Aziz, you may continue my speech.
okay. Thank you, Rafa. Okay, guys. So here I will tell you about my experience traveling around Europe and Turkey. Okay, this journey was a very special experience for me. I traveled around Europa with my friend and teacher. We visit many countries and learn many things. This trip was not only for fun, but also to learn about culture, history, and daily life in different countries. We visit was Netherlands. When I arrived there, I saw many bicycle on the road. Many people ask bicycle is instead of cars. The city is very clean and organized. I also saw beautiful, clean, and unique building. People in Netherlands are very disciplined and always on time. Public transportation is also and very good and easy to us. After after that, we went to Germany. Germany is very modern country. The city is very organized and everything works very well. I saw many big building and good transportation system. The train are fast and always on time. I learned the Germany is one the most developed country in the world. I was impressed by their technology and discipline. Next, we traveled to Belgium. Belgium is famous for chocolate. I tried Belgian chocolate and it was very delicious. The buildings in Belgium are very beautiful and classic. The city feels calm and comfortable. I enjoy walking around and seeing the amazing architecture. Then we continue to Bulgaria. Okay, in Bulgaria felt different from the other country. The city was not too crowded and the atmosphere felt more traditional. I saw many old buildings and historical places. The people were the people were friendly and keen. Life in Bulgaria felt more relaxed. After that, we visit Hungary, especially Budapest. Budapest is very beautiful city. There is a big real called the Don Donut River. The bridge look very amazing, especially at night when the city light shine. I felt very happy to see such a beautiful place. Okay, next we went to Serbia. In Serbia, I learned about different tradition and culture. I also tried lo- local food with unique tastes. I enjoy learning new things and meeting new people. The experience helped me understand that every country has its own identity. The then we visit uh, Czech Republic or Czech Republic, especially Prague. Prague looks like a city from a movie. The buildings are very classic and beautiful. There are many old castles and stone roads. I really enjoy walking around the city and taking pictures. After that, we traveled to Slovakia. And Slovakia has a beautiful nature and fresh air. The environment is very clean and peaceful. I felt very comfortable there. The the scenery was very relaxing. Next, we visit Austria. Austria, especially Vienna, Australia is famous for music and art. The building look elegant and luxury. I saw many historical buildings. I learned the art and culture are very important in Austria. Finally, we went to Turkey. Turkey is a unique country because it connects Europa and Asia. In Istanbul, I saw a mix of culture. I visit famous place and traditional market. The market was very colorful and busy. Turkey was a very memorable place to end our journey. From this journey, I learned many things. I learned that the world is very big and every country is different. I also learned how to be more independent and adapt to new place. Traveling helped me understand different culture and ways of life. This trip also made many friendship stronger because we helped each other during the journey. We share many experiences together. Traveling around Europe is one of the best experiences in my life. I hope one day I can traveling again and learn more new things. For me, traveling is not only about visiting new place, but also learning and growing as a person. This journey also motivated me to study harder and achieve my dream, especially in technology and networking. Seeing developed country inspired me to keep learning and improving my skill. In conclusion, the journey taught me that every trip gives us new knowledge and unforgettable memories. The world is full of beautiful places and every journey gives us story to remember. Okay, maybe this all for me. For the next, Abdel Rozak. Abdel Rozak, times is yours.
Okay, thank you for you all who give me time to speaking. So I will start the journey at Medina countries. Uh, as you know, Medina is one of the most peaceful and spiritually significant cities in the world. Medina is not just a place that we visit; it is a place that changes us from within. From the moment we arrive, we immediately feel a sense of calm that is difficult to describe. The environment is quiet, respectful, and filled with a unique spiritual atmosphere that makes us slow down and reflect on ourselves. Every day in Madinah starts early before the sun rise. We wake up and prepare ourselves to pray. What is it? Pray tahajud, and not only physically but also mentally and spiritually. This routine teaches us to discipline. Waking up early is not always easy, especially when we are far from home, but over time it becomes a habit that builds strong character. We begin to understand that success in life often starts with small, consistent action. One of the meaningful experience in Madinah is spending time in the Prophet Mosque. When we sit there, surrounded by people from all over the world, we feel a deep sense of unity. It does not matter where we come from, what language we speak, or what background we have. We are all connected. This teaches us an important lesson about equality and respect. Everyone is the same and everyone deserves kindness. During our time in Madinah, we also learn the true meaning of patience. There are moments when things do not go as planned. Maybe the weather is hot, maybe the place is crowded, or maybe we feel tired. However, instead of complaining, we learn to accept the situation and stay calm. This ability to stay patient in difficult situations is very important skills that we can use in our daily life in the future. Uh, Another important lesson from Madinah is humility. In the city, we see people who live simple life but have strong values and good character. This make us reflect on ourselves. We start to ask, are we too focused on material things? Do we always compare ourselves with others? Madinah teach us to be humble, to be appreciate what we have, and to focus on what truly matters in life. We also experience a strong sense of community in Madinah. People are kind, welcoming, and always willing to help. Even small interaction like asking for direction or sharing a smile create meaningful connection. These simple moments remind us that kindness does not need to be big or complicated. Sometimes the small action can have the biggest impact. Living in Madinah also teaches us independence. Being far from home means we cannot always rely on others. We have to manage our own schedule, take care of our belongings, and make our own decision. At first, this may feel uncomfortable, but it is an important part of growing up. We learn to trust ourselves and become more responsible. Another powerful experience in Madinah is self-reflection. In the quiet moments, especially after a long day, we begin to think deeply about our life. We think about our goals, our mistakes, and our dreams. We start asking important questions. What do we want to achieve? How can we become better people? What kind of future do we want to build? This reflection helps us understand ourselves better and give us a clear direction in life. Madinah also teach us gratitude. When we see people from different parts of the world, each with their own struggles and stories, we begin to appreciate our own life more. We realize that even the small things like good health, family, and education are blessings that we should not take for granted. This feeling of gratitude makes us more positive and more content with what we have. As the day passes, we begin to feel change with ourselves. We become more calm, more patient, and more aware of our action. We start to value time because every moment in Madinah feels meaningful. We no longer rush through life without thinking. Instead, we take time to understand and appreciate its experience. Living Madinah in is not easy. It feels like living a place that has taught us so much in such a short time. However, we do not live empty-handed. We carry with us valuable lessons, discipline, patience, humility, gratitude, and self-awareness. This lesson become the foundation for the next stage of our journey. Madinah is not just the beginning of our backpacker journey, it is the place where our transformation starts. It prepares us mentally and spiritually for the challenges and experience that we will face in the next countries. Okay, for the next countries is Nepal, not the last destination of our journey. Nepal is known for its natural beauty, especially the Himalayas. The atmosphere here is calm, peaceful, and refreshing. Surrounded by mountains and nature, we take time to reflect on everything we have experienced. Nepal teaches us about balance between ambition and peace, between moving forward and appreciating the present moment. In Nepal, we also face challenges. The environment may be different, the weather can be unpredict- unpredictable, and the journey itself may be tiring. However, these challenges help us grow stronger. We learn how to survive, how to manage ourselves, and how to work as a team. We understand that growth often comes for discomfort. Okay, maybe that's all from me from my experience. And the next speaking is Najib. Uh, Najib, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for Abdel. Okay, next, the country is Thailand. Hello everyone, today I want to share part of my journey as a backpacker. This was my 16th country and it became one of my most memorable experience. The first, I stayed in Thailand in the Ramkhamhaeng area in Bangkok. This area has many Muslim communities, so it feels comfortable for me. I could easily find halal food, mosque, and people with a similar lifestyle. I stayed three for about 5 to 6 weeks in Thailand, and during that time I experienced Ramadan. I fasted for around 3 weeks in Thailand. Even though I was far from home, the atmosphere still felt warm. Every evening, people prepared for iftar and some mosques held simple gathering. Before Ramadan, I had a very special experience. I got the chance to watch my favorite football team, Persib Bandung, play against in Ratsaburi Stadium in the Asia 2 competition. Directly in the stadium, the atmosphere was amazing. It's modern with uh, full energy and unforgettable. Bangkok is a very busy and lively city. The streets are crowded with people, street food, cars, and motorcycles. At night, the city becomes even more alive. The transportation system is modern with BTS and MRT trains as well taxis, bus, and the name is tuk tuk. After Thailand, I continued my journey to the Laos. I had a special experience because I celebrated Idul Fitri. I also had a 3 week school is holiday, so I could explore more. The food in Laos is simple but delicious, such as tasty rice and grilled me celebrating Idul Fitri, and it was a very meaningful event with a small Muslim community. From Thailand to Laos, this journey gave me many comfortable, unforgettable experience from watching football about fasting during Ramadan to celebrating Eid in another country. But more than that, traveling is not just about visiting new places, but about learning new cultures, and every journey has a story, and this one of mine. Okay, thank you. This is my experience. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh. Thank you for listening, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.